But really, you know, if anything, give your villagers a backstory for just the ultimate inspiration boost. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and also welcome back to the island of Sycamore, a somewhat transition to fall type of island that will have a bunch of farms. So far, we have already created the entrance, as well as some little filler spaces in between, and also this big wheat farm that we made for bones. In case you want to catch up on any of the progress, I will link the playlist down below. And then one area that I have been itching to decorate is basically this one here, including the beaches. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, beaches are one of the first things I want to decorate on this island. So this right here is Boomer. In case you don't know Boomer, he is a little pilot penguin, actually very cute. I've never really considered him before because of his like permanent head accessory, but I do think he kind of fits this time. Let me paint you a little picture here. So this is a transition to Fall Island, and there's lots of farms. Lots of farms means lots of produce. Boomer is a pilot. A pilot flies an airplane, which means he can also deliver stuff. And if he flies an airplane, he might as well, you know, steer a ship, whatever. And so how about Boomer gets this area that is kind of like an accumulation of all of the produce that is, you know, grown on this island. So I'm thinking boxes and more boxes. And when you're picturing a lot of boxes, just add a couple more to that and maybe some yachts, and that will be his place. This is actually Boomer's original house, which I personally really like. I think I might actually keep this. And then I guess we'll maybe just kind of start with some like basic items as well as tree spots, kind of as usual. Needless to say, I got a lot of boxes from a treasure island so that we hopefully have enough to work with. And with my pockets full of probably very random stuff everywhere, we'll kind of get started. So I did plant a tree here. I think this is too large though. I did already do some pathing, which I think we might keep this way. So it kind of leads you towards the beach right here. And then there's just a little plank pathing going to Boomer's house. I'm already seeing some stack boxes here. So let's make that dream happen. I'm going to try not to be too concerned about the colors just yet, and then kind of just go bit by bit. Definitely think we're going to need some type of like a setup of items over here. Oh, not the green one. No. Yeah, yellow seems a little bit better. This tree here, I do think that would be a cute spot just so we get a little bit of height and we don't have these like awkward gaps. I do think this should be like a third stage instead though. So I will just mark this over here. There we go, third stage. And then maybe we can just add another tree kind of on this line right there. Maybe like there. And then this could also be boxes. Like this could be boxes. And then we're maybe gonna do like a small tree here. We love the tall grown weeds on this channel, so we're gonna try to keep those. And then maybe we could actually have another tree like here. Maybe Boomer is just not in the mood right now to fly, so it's all just kind of piling up, you know? Okay, if that is a third stage hardwood, we could make this a second stage hardwood, just because we do have the cedar tree there, and that might be like a little bit too much of the same, and also the cedar tree in the back. But then I do believe we should bring cedar trees over to the left-hand side here. Yeah, maybe that can grow like another stage. Or should this be the cedar tree and then this another hardwood? I'm almost tempted to make this a hardwood tree. That will be lots of hardwood trees here. So we'll have to see about this one. Maybe this will have to be a cedar tree after all. We'll let these grow, we'll see, and then we'll judge. Maybe the black tomato boxes are like a little bit out there, although I feel like if in any spot they might work over here. I want to kind of establish like the main items before we really start getting into details. Like I also have a bunch more, I don't know, like bottles or little paper bags. All right, maybe this here could be like a flower, can it? Yes, so that could be like a tall flower. And then we place something else just in front of that. Not a bad idea, but I don't think this item is it. I do quite like the combination of these two though. I have even more cardboard boxes. Maybe you can put those next to the tree here. So we'll kind of cage this in. That might be kind of cute. And then I think I need something darker here, like a barrel and maybe a pirate barrel. And then this could be something planted, or maybe like a pirate barrel and then something else in front of it. Okay, the potatoes will go here. I think this might be somewhat one of the frames I want to look cute. From this perspective, it looks like there should be something else kind of here, but since that tree is going to grow taller, that might be okay. For the beach, I do have 3 different yachts and I can probably get more also. They always do look better from the side, but I feel like they make a little bit more sense kind of this way around, right? I don't know, this way they just kind of look as though they're ready to go into the ocean, you know? This customization here is probably my favorite, so I kind of want that to be like a more main focus. Maybe that just goes sideways here, you know, it's because it's special. It's just special. And then the other 2 can face like towards the ocean, but we will put them over here by like more the entrance. Kind of like this maybe. I'll definitely have to try out where I can plant some coconut trees because I think those would definitely help. Okay, I will plant some coconut trees and then I think we should time skip so we can see all the trees in their right sizes and then make the decision to go from there. I might just put one here and then maybe somewhere here. All right, and then let's time travel. Oh, Boomer, you look great. Okay, well, there's definitely something about these trees that I am not liking right now. I think I might want this to be a cedar tree. There we go. Now I think the one on top of the cliff should be a hardwood tree. I wonder if that's going to be too many hardwood trees in this frame though. Yeah, it definitely has to grow a little bit taller than that, or this one needs to be a different one. Or this one is the hardwood and then this is a cedar tree and this is a cedar tree, like a small one. I don't think it should be a large one, right? Yeah, that does cover quite a lot, which I feel like I might not love. See, now I've started questioning everything and I keep changing stuff around. Maybe this will be a hardwood tree. We will also return this to being a hardwood tree and then this will be like a cedar tree instead. Maybe even the 3rd stage that it is now. And then what did I want this here to be again? Maybe also a cedar tree? Well, I mean, let me try and grow all of these and then I will show this to you with hopefully the right stages and also colors of trees. Okay, well, the trees have somewhat grown, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it. Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm trying to kind of think about like anything I could do right now to make this more, I don't know, to make me like this more, you know? So maybe there won't be a tree here, and then this tree here will actually be a taller one, and maybe this one will just shift further to the left, so kind of where the sapling is right now, and maybe this will be a small tree? I don't know. Oh, and if I have a hardwood tree right there, that's actually a green one. Let's remove this one again and shift it here. I apologize. This is so much back and forth with the trees. All right, well, I like to have a green tree here. Maybe this should be like a 3rd stage though. This here could also be a tree. How about this one is a large young cedar tree? Many tree struggles later, maybe we will keep it like this for now. And because this is a little bit of a changed area now, I definitely think we will have to change some of this here. I do believe we can technically keep the way that it's set up, just shift the location of it around a little bit. And maybe we'll just like increase the number of things that we store here. Maybe the items will be even more scattered around, kind of like this, and probably also on this side of the tree stump. And then I'll have to see if there's even room for like flowers. This is really one of those builds where I wish you could see like the color of the item when you hovered over it in your inventory, because the amount of times I have to place some of these things down to find the right color variation that I want is a little bit ridiculous, to be honest. All right, well, maybe I do want another tree here, like this small one there. I will say that it does kind of feel like there is a little bit of greenery missing right here. Oh, this tree here would actually be green. Interesting. But it does feel like the house needs something on this side, or else it's just gonna be a little bit sad looking almost. If I shift this closer to the house, it'll still be green actually. Maybe this one needs to be closer to the house. The longer I have for this area, the more I will just probably shift around the trees, and I might not ever find a solution if it continues like this. Oh, what about we include like a tiny little farm here as well, or like something in the middle, as though there's usually a different area here, but because Boomer is very behind on the deliveries, it's all like stacking up all around it. Maybe just like a single tile type of farm, and maybe we could plant some potatoes, and then that way also include a couple more potato boxes, because, you know, maybe just kind of like this, we'll plant some potatoes there, maybe one more over here, or we could also increase the number of potatoes and sometimes do these like double stripes. Would that look cute? I actually don't have enough potatoes right now, so I'm gonna have to plant some new ones. But this could be cute once everything is filled and there's like more details. No, don't drop them. And there's like more details around this. This could actually be kind of a nice filler idea and makes like, oh, Timbra. Oh my god. It could make the entire like clutter core, box core type of thing make a little bit more sense if it's just kind of spread around the outskirts of it. And here we go. Honestly, this is exactly the vibes I wanted. It kind of looks like Boomer had a potato farm, but then he kind of maybe the sailing and flying was his hobby, so he offered to ship the produce and then everyone trusted him, and then he kind of just forgot about his farm. So it's kind of all over the place right now. But you know what? I think this is exactly what I wanted. I would just honestly go in now and like fill the gaps with a couple of flowers and weeds. Sometimes there's, I think, like a coat missing maybe, but this is good. I think I can work with this. I like this. I think I'm gonna also go and grab some miscellaneous stuff like bottles or like cans, anything like that. And we'll add a couple more like items to the area because I'm seeing a ton of surfaces. Like pretty much any of these barrels can have something on top, but like this 100% should have something like the veggie basket and probably some codes underneath. Oh, we can also drop some potatoes. All right, how about the cans over here? Or maybe the cans more towards the front, and then this can be more produce or that dropped potato I was just talking about. Okay, so cans go here instead. Yes, I do like that a lot. This could also be pretty good for the veggie basket, or of course we put something on top of that. Not the veggie basket though. How about just some pickled veggies? Ooh, see, I like that a lot more. And then veggie basket goes here, yes. Oh, I think I'm going to exchange the jars, but I quite like both of those jars here. I have the urge to kind of hide this gap here, so I might be able to put, ooh, like the shopping bag or also the bottles maybe. The next planted thing could only be here though. I feel like that might not be worth it. I guess we could bring the bottles all the way over here though. No, I don't like that. I think I might do like a fruit display somewhere here on the beach as though that's like the next delivery going out. So I'm gonna put the fruit baskets that I have just here for a second, and then we'll just readjust these in a little bit. Okay, let me get another basic cardboard box for this right here, and then maybe just like some potatoes to drop. One potato on top of this. The cardboard box goes here. Maybe another potato over here on the barrel. All right, so far so good. I think I'll tackle the beach now before we then go and fill in some details. I do want to use some codes underneath the like yachts. I did get this path here, which is like pretty much like a wooden deck, which we also could use. Maybe we just kind of try this one and we actually, you know, cover quite a bit of our beach in this like wooden deck code. Okay, so first up, I would like to have it underneath the boats over here. So I just need to establish kind of the size, and then we will definitely put in like the end pieces and everything. Okay, so this is as much as I can cover in the path. Now, if I bring the boats back, I'm gonna say boats because it's easier to say it comparison to yacht. It's not a bad idea per se, but I think the space here is probably too weird, right? Like I think it's too broken off towards the front there. Okay, well, let me test the idea kind of over here, and we'll pretend this is one of the boats that's currently being like loaded up with a bunch of stuff. I think for this deck, it needs to have more of a, I guess, almost rectangular shape, especially like towards the front pieces like this. Oh, here it definitely can go a little bit further out towards the water also. Maybe kind of like this. And then I was just thinking we could also attach some of the dirt pathing, maybe to like the end pieces here. So kind of like this. And then maybe we'll put like something on top of this, like a leaf pile or the scattered papers, you know, so it doesn't look quite as awkward maybe, but there's just like a little bit of dirt being trekked onto the beach somewhat. And then I wonder if we can make this part here, oh hi Tim Brat. I wonder if we can make this part here a little bit less awkward by extending it further out to the side, or if that makes it worse. It might actually make it worse coming to think of it. Actually, maybe that does make it a little bit better. Okay, I will have to grow in these coconut trees, and I will also have to think about maybe some further locations. And then we could kind of have maybe the fruit thing here. We could have like all the winery type of stuff over here, and then just a couple of other boxes over here. And then maybe our first course of action will honestly just be to time travel and get these to be grown. There we go. I think this one here is honestly perfect like this. I think I want to keep it that way. This one I think can grow taller. I feel like technically it'd be nice if this one also was smaller, but then it's going to be the same as this one. So maybe we just let these grow and then maybe this will be a little bit smaller. All right, well, let's get a couple of things ready for this fruit delivery thing that I think I want to have on the left-hand side. And then I will just do my best to kind of layer these, I guess. All right, another box here. And then this one will go on half a tile, kind of like this with maybe the fruit basket on top. There we go. Yes. I'd probably want some more box stuff over to the left as well. Okay, let's try and work with a stacked bottle crate. Maybe not in green though. Yeah, let's do red and then let's do a cardboard box in front of this. Soggy cardboard box by the water, you know, nothing to worry about at all. Since I have the fruit basket over there, how about the shopping bag here? Okay, maybe another barrel and then let me go to the back and then we'll try to put the wooden boxes here. These are quite tall. I do think I like that though. Let's try and use the green one here. I feel like I can see the lag starting to form. I'm not gonna lie to you. It might have to be a bottle crate in yellow. I feel like we're missing some kind of lighter tones here. The only thing that bothers me a little bit is that gap in between like that wooden deck and the box. I could try and see if that can be another custom design though, because in that case, we could just cover it up with a little bit more wood. It can be. All right, perfect. Well, you know, I'm gonna do that then. That's also totally fine for me. Yeah, I think that works a little bit better. I have some more wooden boxes that I could also implement somewhere back here. I don't know if this actually shows up from the front though. Oh, it kind of does. Okay, what about pushing this one close to the yacht and then putting the fruits on there? Okay, so kind of like that. And then we'll place these like from the other side basically. I have a feeling we should do another coconut tree right behind there so you don't see the tulips. In that case, why don't we just move the one that we have right here? See, and then it would be in front of the hardwood tree, but might be fine. Especially seeing it from this side. And we could also include some apple jam or other jam, obviously. And I also brought some fruit just to drop it. Ooh, or we could also work with a fence like this. Maybe even, I think closer to the boat could also still work because I'm still trying to cover like the part in the background. And then maybe you get a second one to layer it. That might actually not be that ugly. Let me order some more fence because I have only the one. And then we will test that as soon as it gets here. All right, so the fence could either be put like this or also it could overlap a little bit. I think I prefer this to the overlapping though, because the overlapping also makes it a little bit more busy, which is kind of what we're trying to prevent here. Like I'm trying to put the fence in as like a, oh, actually, wait. I guess I'm kind of okay with both, honestly. Also, Boomer is coming to visit. I'm not sure he loves it, but that's okay. But yeah, I mean, I am trying to put this in as like a visual disruption in comparison to like the mainland, if that makes sense. So that's kind of that. All right, I like these coconut trees. Let's move this one away. Boomer is investigating the fruit. Very important. All right, so this goes over here. And as soon as Boomer lets me, I will also take the sapling with me. There we go. Or actually, this goes a tile further back, maybe even. And then the leaf pile could be put on top of this so you don't see the, yeah, whatever, I don't know, transition piece there. All right, there we go. And then I think we'll put like a few barrels over here with some bottles. It would also be kind of nice if we can find like a wine label that kind of looks bougie, because I think I want to have Pecan as the wine person and she looks like she'd have a very bougie label, but yeah, so I might have to go looking for some codes. Okay, I believe I'm happy with this. The only other thing I could maybe do is I have this alternative like deck piece that adds a little bit more texture to the entire thing, basically this one right here, and maybe I can try whenever I can reach it to add that in just so we have a little bit more variation in there, maybe something like this. And then in the end, if we feel like it, we can also drop some more fruit or also a little bag or maybe some coins or something. Boomer and Bones are chatting over here. By the way, I did actually catch them talking about getting a boat and sailing out of here. I swear to you, once you come up with a storyline for your villagers, they really start living by that too. It is the most adorable thing ever. And now I think I will just go and make this like wine idea come true, kind of. So this is mainly gonna be a bunch of barrels, I think, and maybe also some more wooden boxes and a couple of bottles in between. Maybe I can also already use this design that I got. It is on my Pinterest currently. Maybe by the time you're seeing this, it might also be on my website. I will link that one down below as well. And then I brought a bunch of bottles. All right, I like this as a little starting point. I feel like this transition to the like deck is still a little bit too obvious. I think with a couple more details, honestly, that's not so bad. And then here is my recycled paper bundle. And then these would be the scattered papers. We would have to customize them to hold like some newspaper though. Yeah, that could honestly work. And then let me get the other planks and let's see if we can add those in here. And immediately there's a bit more detail going on. I quite like this, I have to say. I quite like this. All right, let me also try and add our labels to these bottles. And then I don't have a newspaper design at the minute, but what about just putting the label on there so it almost looks like there's some flyers flying around or something like that? I think this is kind of cute. We could maybe add some more potato boxes, you know, so we're gonna have, I guess, some over here. We got Bones and Boomer talking again. Honestly, I think they're besties at this point. Maybe just like that. Maybe just a couple of potato boxes. We could also turn this one sideways so it's not the same as the one behind. Maybe not. Maybe these just have to kind of look the same. I'm gonna get 2 more log stakes for right here. And then I think we're gonna maybe drop like 2 more potatoes somewhere here. Oh, and of course we can also add these details back in, which I think would be great in this part. We're gonna put one here. We're gonna put one right here where the box was before. And then I think I wanna put one right here. And there we go. I think I'm happy with this. I think this is actually quite nice. This is more or less the area. Now I just have to grab a whole bunch of shrubs and flowers and weeds and yeah, fill all of the necessary gaps. I would say let's go. And also I did actually realize I haven't used any wheat fields by Boomer's house here just yet. And of course also not on the beach. I'm not sure there's any room here. I mean, this would be kind of good for wheat field, but I feel like I don't want to overdo it now with the items because we are definitely starting to see some lag here. And also I just realized I think I ran out of green mums without realizing. What happened there? Okay, I believe we need something dark here to kind of offset all of this, and then I'm pretty sure this right here. Ooh, this might also be a shrub actually. We haven't placed any shrubs just yet. Let's do that. Let's do a yellow tea olive. We might add another potato plant right behind this so you kind of see the greens of the potato a little bit. And there's some spaces where I think I should also add some custom designs underneath. I believe that I filled every spot on the mainland except for that cliff. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking about procrastinating it, but I should really also decorate it in today's video because otherwise cliffs on my island are just gonna be bare for like the longest time until I'm like about to upload my DA and then like, oh no, I missed all these spots. And then it's not really fun either, you know, that's like the issue. Okay, the beach is not gonna be quite as like no tile left behind. I do want to make sure though that I kind of spread enough stuff around so it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of covered still, you know? Okay, Boomer, I think I changed my mind on that flower. You have to stop smelling it. Thank you. Oh, I think Boomer might be reading up on all the shipments he missed, maybe? God, he's so cute. I actually do really like him. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did see him the other day when it was raining and he wore like a hat on top of his hat, which didn't make him look the smartest, but still cute, you know? And he's also already watering all the flowers. I feel like this is working out perfectly. I believe I've covered everything I want to cover except for the cliff, of course. So yeah, why don't I also just grind through that real quick and then I will time travel and I will show you the finished result. Admittedly, it is a few days later and I've once again managed to catch a cold, so excuse the voice, but I have actually managed to decorate this cliff. I added a couple more pumpkins kind of to tie in this area over here, and then let me show you the finished result. So obviously we have got Bones' place over to the left side basically, and I decided to also extend it over to the beach as well. And then heading down here, this is Boomer's place. I mean, you have mostly seen it, right? But now all of the shrubs have grown in, all the tiles are decorated. We have a little potato farm over to the right hand side here, but then obviously all of those deliveries are stacking up because Boomer is just not, you know, actually delivering them. So we have lots and lots of little boxes and barrels all around it. And we also managed to decorate the beaches, which is very interesting. And Boomer is once again here taking care of the flowers and smelling them. Very cute. All right, so we have the kind of fruit, like orchard delivery stuff over here to the left, ready to be, you know, put on the boat. I don't know how all that's gonna fit, but that's not for us to worry, I think. Over here is the wine delivery, or like everything that needs to be packed up for that. Oh, message in a bottle, I will take that. And then also, of course, over to the right hand side, we included a little bit more. So you can kind of explore this entire beach. You can also actually just go to the entrance from that spot. Like, it's kept open, so the fast tracking and just kind of the walking around on the island is a little bit easier, but technically, you know, everything's full, everything's decorated. I'm happy with the final result. I know that the tree placing in this part was definitely interesting. Ooh, tiny library is a good one. All right, thank you, game. But yeah, this is basically it. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you also have villager backstories, and then make sure that you like and subscribe for more content around this island or any of my other islands. And then I'll say thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing time until I see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.